Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be giving you guys about either 15 or 17 book ideas of gifts that you can get for your friends for Christmas. And so I'm just going to jump right into it and I'm just going to start with number one. So number one is going to be an e-reader and I have three options or suggestions that you can get for your friend. So number one is going to be a Boox Go 7. So it's spelled Boox, so it's like a play on words. But yeah, I really like this idea because the great thing about Books Go compared to the other e-readers is that the ecosystem on there is a little bit more open. And so essentially what this means is that your friend has more options and different places and different apps that they will be able to purchase books from. And so it's just a really well-rounded e-reader and you can essentially get ebooks from anywhere. And then moving on to our next one is going to be the Kobo, preferably like the Kobo Clara, or even you can do the Kobo Libra in color. And basically, all of the options that I'm giving are the ones in color. But if you know your friend doesn't care about seeing like their book covers like in e-reader in color, then get them the black and white. It is cheaper than getting the ones in color. But yeah, I definitely really like the Kobo, just because it's not the Kindle. Because I mean, nothing wrong with Kindles. Kindles are great. Like they're really, really great e-readers. It's just like I don't know. I tried to support Amazon the less that I can. Um, but yeah. But third option, of course, is a Kindle. If you know your friend does not care about supporting Amazon like that and they just want an e-reader, your most affordable option is going to be a Kindle. I think the retailing price is about $90, but go ahead and just pop onto Amazon and do your research on what you think would be best and most affordable. Of course, the Boox Go is going to be the most expensive one, but in my opinion, if your friend really, really, really wants an e-reader and like that's all they really, really use, they don't really use like they don't really do physical books. I think the Boox Go is a really great option, but of course, it is very expensive. It's about $250. But I do believe Boox, like the company, has other e-readers in their lineup that might be a little bit more affordable. So again, just go ahead and yeah, do your research on that. Number two is going to be really simple. It's just bookish apparel. You cannot go wrong with bookish apparel, I feel like. Unless your friend has like a really unique sense of style. But all of these ideas that I'm giving you guys really just depend on you knowing your friend really well. But yeah, some bookish apparel. Great places to get bookish apparel, in my opinion, are on Etsy. However, if you are planning to buy anything on Etsy, highly recommend that you do it like today or as soon as possible, just because, it can take a little bit longer on Etsy because they are customizing it. And these are really just people who are, customizing gifts and trying to send it to you. And so, um, yeah, highly recommend just if you're going to buy on Etsy, buy quickly. And then your other option I would give you is Target. I've seen some great things on Target. Um, and yeah, like Target's always just like a great place for anything. Like they really study the trends. And then the third place that I think is really going to be like the better of the two is Inkwell. And so I literally just learned about them a couple of days ago. Inkwell essentially is it's like that's literally their specialty is that like they do like bookish apparel from what I've seen on their website, and their aesthetic is very much like really popular and trending right now. Like I've seen a lot of it on Pinterest and it looks really cute in my opinion. And so I will be posting some videos off to the side so you guys can look at it for yourselves, and I will try and leave links down below for some of these websites that I'm mentioning. But yeah, moving on to our number three, which is going to be bookends. And so, or just bookshelf decor that you can get for your friend. So if you know your friend has like a large library of books or just like a large bookshelf, getting them some decor for their bookshelf would be a really great idea. One in specific that I've been looking at is this vase that's in the shape of a book. And essentially, you can like put flowers in the vase and also literally put it on your bookshelf. And so that's like a great example of a bookend or some book decor that you can get for your friend. Best place, I guess, you can just probably look on Amazon, Target, just pop it into Google and see what you get. Um, Next is going to be, I believe this is number 4. So number 4 on our list is just going to be like signed special editions. So number 1, signed, like that would be like getting them their favorite book, and it's just like signed by the author. Special edition, like just like essentially a special book cover where like the edges are like spray painted and it just looks really pretty and aesthetic and it's just super special. You can get that for them as well. Oh, number 5 is going to be super simple. Like just go onto their wish list, or if you know there's a specific book that they've been talking about that they want, get them a book off of their wish list. Can't go wrong with that. You just got to know that they haven't bought it for themselves, because that happens to me a lot. Happens to me a lot, okay? And so moving on, number 6 is going to be a reading journal. You cannot go wrong. Well, you can kind of go wrong with a reading journal if they don't really like physically writing in books. But if you know, of course, that your friend would love a reading journal, it's really great. I have a reading journal. It helps me with my book reviews that I make for YouTube, just to kind of like, write down as much as I like about a book. And it's just like really organized, and it's aesthetic, and it just really, I don't know, something about writing things down really helps me to like retain like what I thought about that book, because sometimes we read so many books and we just kind of like forget our opinion of them and why we thought and why we gave it the rating that we gave it. And so a reading journal, really great idea, you know? Moving on. So number 7 on the list is literally one of my favorites, and I'm sitting on it right now. It's literally a cozy blanket or like a cozy pillow. You can't go wrong with that. Who's going to complain about getting a pillow or a blanket? I mean, maybe some people, but like I love pillows and I love blankets. And as readers, when we're reading at home, we're usually like, curled up somewhere with a blanket and a pillow and just like, really cozied up. And so, yeah, especially also for winter, who doesn't like a nice little blanket, a nice little throw aesthetic blanket for winter? So, yeah, that's a great one. And then moving on to our next one is going to be treats, or just like candies, chocolates, Lindors, just some fancy chocolate like that you can get your friend. This is a great idea, obviously, because we like to snack sometimes when we read. Like I love snacking and reading. I will have my phone right there, like I'm reading on my phone, and then I'll usually have like a snack, like some popcorn, and I'm just eating as I read. So again, you can't go wrong with some treats that your friend likes. Moving on is going to be candles. Now, this one, candles are, I'm just going to tell you why I like candles and why I put them on the list. So, candles are a great option if, your friend likes candles. I don't know how to explain it, but candles are great because they are really good at just setting the tone and the atmosphere. They add to like the cozy environment, and especially like winter candles are my favorite. Like I'm least likely to burn a candle during the summer or the spring. I mostly burn candles like during fall and winter because again, it's cold outside, you have like little low lights and it just makes everything feel more cozy. And I really like winter candles for the fragrances. Usually something like cinnamon, cloves, and nutmeg or gingerbread. Like all of those are really great options. And also, it's super easy to find like a nice candle. You can go right there to Bath and Body Works and just, yeah, get that for your friend. And so, moving on from candles is going to be again like tea or coffee. And so, essentially, I don't know a lot about coffee, but I don't know if there's like a favorite roast or just some coffee supplies that you can get them for them to make their coffee, or whatever they like. I don't know much about coffee, so I probably just get them like a gift card to like a coffee shop that they like. And then for tea, now like getting them some really nice tea. I love tea. I love like the different lavish Indian brand teas, and those are great. I especially drink mostly teas during again the winter months, and so perfect gift idea. Can't go wrong with it in my opinion. And then moving on, this one kind of ties back into our first one that we talked about on the list, and it is a reading stand. And so basically, there are these reading stands that us book people can, or just like people who have e readers, you can put your e-reader tablet on a book stand, and they usually even come with like a clicker where basically it's like a self-driving car if you think about it. Like it's just that convenient where essentially you can read with no hands. It just sits right there. Your e-reader sits right there on the stand and you can have like a clicker. You can be like laying in bed from what I've seen and just like click 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 and just it just makes it so much easier, and it also makes snacking and reading easier, and you can just have, free hands as you're reading. So yeah, that's a great idea. Ties back into number 1. Moving on. All right. So this one is a really, really unique one that I just discovered recently. It is called a book bouquet. And so if you know your friend likes flowers, um, and like chocolates and things like that, you can get them a book bouquet. So basically it's a bouquet of flowers. And I've even seen people like put like candies in there somehow, and they're like 2 or 3 books, and it's just like wrapped up in this book bouquet. And I feel like a very more like romantic gift, but still it's super cute. Like I would love to receive a book bouquet. Like it's just so special, and it makes your friend feel really special, like to just get like a book bouquet. And so yeah, I'll put a couple of images off to the side because I would definitely like feel super flattered if I received a book bouquet. Okay. And yeah, of course, select books from like their wish list and like wrap it up all nice. It just shows like how thoughtful you are. I don't know. So this one is like super, super simple. Stickers. Like I'm a sticker girl. I love stickers. Um, Granted, like I do like a clean aesthetic sometimes, but like there are things that I like to put stickers on. So for examples of stickers, like sticker ideas to get your friend would be like just like ones that are like bookish apparel, like bookish type stickers that say something. They can usually like put these stickers like on their Kindle or just like on their computers or just wherever they want to stick them. Um, One like stickers that I would like, for example, would be like Animal Crossing stickers. I would like Sanrio, like Hello Kitty, My Melody, Cinema Roll stickers, like anime stickers, just things like that that they can use to decorate or personalize their things that they own. And so that brings us to the next one. The next idea is a little like unique and sophisticated, and so this definitely isn't something everybody would like, but if you know your friend really well, and you know they would like this gift, it's going to be a book embosser. So basically, essentially what a book embosser is, it's like those things that you crimp onto a page, that kind of like labels it and tells like who that book belongs to or just says something really cool on it. I'll show a picture off to the side. And so yeah, it's kind of like in that realm of like if you guys have ever seen like envelopes and like they have the stamp envelope press or like the stamp envelope seals. To me, like this feels like in that realm of fancy. So if your friend is fancy in that way and they like to, label their books and like they have like a lot of physical books, highly recommend Book Embosser. I don't know. I feel like it's a pretty cool tool, but it's not for everyone. Moving on is going to be a coloring book. So I'm a coloring book girl. I usually do it on my tablet, but coloring book, like a physical coloring book, is great as well. Um, so basically, let me explain the adult coloring book and like why it's a good gift. Not because it's just also a book, but some of us like to as we're listening to an audiobook, we like to also have our hands preoccupied and just be able to color as we listen. And I've also heard like this is great for like girls or people who have like ADHD, just to help keep them more distracted, or just preoccupied. And so yeah, coloring book, you can't go wrong with coloring book, especially like there's so many cool different options. You can give them a coloring book of like their favorite shows, like there's a friend's coloring book, there's just like different types of coloring books of anything that they could possibly like, and they can also use that while they're listening to audiobooks or even when they're not listening to an audiobook. Perfect. You know what I mean? Moving on, our next one is going to be the blind date with a book. And so essentially, this is a surprise. And so it's just like a pre-wrapped book that your friend doesn't know what it is and you get it for them. I don't know. This isn't a gift that I would like because I like to know what I'm receiving. Like, I don't really like surprise things, but, like, I guess it's kind of, like, adventurous to just kinda, like, read a book, like, without knowing beforehand, like, what it is and what it's about, because you just kinda never know. But yeah, it really just depends on your friend. Some people like I don't know what the word that I'm looking for is, but just they like the free flowing, just like, trying something without really knowing truly what it is about and just the excitement and the journey, right? And so, yeah. And then our last one on our list, which at this point I should be at 17, is going to be a gift card. You cannot go wrong with a gift card. If you do not know specifically what to get your friend, or your friend is really picky, you cannot go wrong with a gift card. Just get them a gift card to their favorite bookstore, Barnes and Nobles, Green Light, whatever, wherever they buy their books from. Can't go wrong with it, okay? And so, yeah, that brings us to the end of the video. I did kind of like speed through these because I do have somewhere to be. But I hope you guys like found a lot of the ideas like pretty helpful and creative. I know I definitely will be getting some of these items that I've listed for like my friends that like books. And so yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.